Welcome to Organic Awakening. Today's message could save your life, or the life of someone you love. What you're about to hear comes directly from Dr. Sandra Ferreira, a seasoned cardiologist with over 40 years of experience in heart health and emergency care. She's not here to scare you, but to prepare you. Here's what she wants you to know. What would you do if you had a heart attack while completely alone? What if, out of nowhere, you felt a crushing pain in your chest and no one was around to help you? Would you know what to do in the next 10 seconds? This is not a scene from a movie. According to Dr. Ferreira, this is the daily reality for millions of elderly people living alone across the world, many of them silently afraid that if a heart attack strikes, they won't survive. Dr. Sandra Ferreira has treated more than 20,000 patients in her decades of work, and today she's sharing insights she says you'll never hear in medical school, but that can mean the difference between life and death. She puts it simply. If you suffer a heart attack while alone, your risk of dying is 89%. But if you know what to do in the first 10 seconds, your chances of survival rise to 92%. The difference? Preparation, knowledge, awareness. This isn't theory, it's real. Dr. Ferreira tells the story of Mr. Joao Santos, a 78-year-old man who survived a heart attack at home, completely alone. Months before the incident, he had attended a lecture by Dr. Ferreira where she outlined exactly what to do in case of a solo heart emergency. When the heart attack struck, he remembered her words. He didn't panic. He followed each step she had taught, calmly, precisely, and made it to the hospital in time. He later told her, "If I hadn't remembered what you explained to me, doctor, I'd be dead." Dr. Ferreira wants everyone to understand what saved his life wasn't luck, it was being prepared. Before sharing the 8 steps that helped Mr. Joao survive, she offers this crucial insight. Heart attacks don't look like they do on TV. There's no dramatic fall to the ground, no screaming or obvious signs. Often, they begin silently, with confusion, pressure in the chest, or unusual fatigue. That's exactly how Mr. Joao's story began. He got up early as usual, made coffee, read the newspaper. But then, he felt something different. A strange, crushing pressure in his chest. Not sharp pain, but a deep, uncomfortable sensation as if something heavy was pressing down on his heart. He thought it was indigestion, but as the minutes passed, it got worse. Then came numbness in his left arm, followed by a dull pain in the jaw, and in that moment, he knew. Dr. Ferreira emphasizes, that awareness made the difference. Most people don't recognize the signs. 87% confuse a heart attack with indigestion, a cold, or muscle pain. And every minute they delay, their heart takes more damage. Here's another fact she shares that few people talk about. Seniors over 65 who live alone are 4 times more likely to die from a heart attack than those who are accompanied. Not because they're physically weaker, but because they don't know what to do or freeze. But here's the empowering part. Even if you live alone, you can take back control. You can prepare. You can learn the steps. You can survive. That's why Dr. Ferreira teaches these methods, not just to her patients, but to anyone who will listen. Mr. Joao survived because he listened, he practiced, he remembered. When his moment came, he looked at the clock, took a breath, and said to himself, "Okay, now I begin, step by step." That's the power of preparation. Staying calm in the worst moment because you know what to do, how to do it, and in what order. So we'll share the 8 life-saving steps Dr. Sandra Ferreira teaches her patients, including the breathing technique, pressure point method, and positioning strategy that could help you survive a heart attack alone. Subscribe to Organic Awakening so you never miss life-changing information like this. Because when knowledge meets action, lives are saved. Many people who face a heart attack without preparation end up freezing, panicking, and sometimes making decisions that only make things worse. And if you have high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, or you smoke, the risk is even higher. But here's something empowering that Dr. Sandra Ferreira always emphasizes. Even with all these risk factors, if you're prepared, you can survive. Not only survive, you can make it through with minimal damage. Take the example of Mr. Joel. Today, he's fully recovered. He walks, reads, and enjoys precious time with his grandchildren. All because he was prepared, and you can be too. According to Dr. Ferreira, there are 5 key warning signs your body gives before a heart attack, and recognizing them in time can save your life. Because despite what many people think, most heart attacks don't happen without warning. Your body speaks, you just have to listen. So, let's walk through these signs together. Take note of them, share them, because one day recognizing just one of them could help you or someone you love take action in time. Sign number 1, pressure, tightness, or heaviness in the center of the chest. Dr. Ferreira explains that this is not a sharp pain or a burning feeling. It's more like a crushing weight, a rock sitting right in the middle of your chest. Some of her patients describe it as, "It felt like someone was squeezing my heart from the inside with their hand." What to know? This kind of discomfort usually lasts more than 15 minutes and doesn't go away with regular pain meds. Sign number 2, pain that spreads. The pain may start in the chest, but can move to the left arm, both arms, the neck, jaw, or upper back. In women, jaw pain is especially common. Dr. Ferreira has seen many cases where people thought it was a dental problem and called the dentist instead of going to the ER. Sign number 3, sudden fatigue with no clear cause. If you feel drained, even without physical exertion, as if your body just can't keep going, it could mean your heart isn't getting enough oxygen. This symptom is especially common in women, and it's often ignored. But if it shows up along with other symptoms, don't delay. Act immediately. Sign number 4, shortness of breath and cold sweats. Imagine this. You're sitting, calm, not doing anything strenuous, and suddenly you can't breathe properly. You feel short of air and break out in a cold sweat, even if the room is cool. Dr. Ferreira warns this is one of the most alarming symptoms, often mistaken for anxiety. But if it appears together with chest pressure or radiating pain, it's a clear sign of heart distress. Sign number 5, dizziness, nausea, or vomiting. Feeling lightheaded, dizzy, suddenly nauseous, or vomiting for no apparent reason. Many people reach for antacids thinking it's just indigestion, but Dr. Ferreira explains this could actually be the beginning of a heart attack. Now here's what's critical. You don't need all 5 signs at once. Just 2 or 3 may already indicate a heart attack. And if you have any risk factors like high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, or you smoke, even one symptom is reason enough to act. Mr. Joel, the patient mentioned earlier, recognized 3 signs: chest pressure, arm pain, sudden fatigue. That awareness allowed him to act fast. As a result, the damage to his heart was minimal. Today, he's thriving, and that's exactly what Dr. Ferreira wants for you too. Now comes the most important part. Dr. Sandra Ferreira outlines 8 life-saving steps you should follow if you ever find yourself alone and suspect you're having a heart attack. No medical degree or equipment needed, just calm, memory, and decisive action. Even if you're by yourself, even if you live far from a hospital, following these steps can boost your chances of survival by up to 90%. So stay with me, listen carefully, and most importantly, practice these steps before an emergency happens. We prepare for so many things in life, but almost no one prepares to survive a heart attack. That changes today. Are you ready? Exercise 1. Stop everything and sit down in a safe place. The moment you feel symptoms, stop what you're doing. Don't try to power through. Don't think, "I'll wait and see." Just stop. Find a chair or couch with back support and sit with your back upright. Don't lie down on the floor. That can reduce blood circulation and make things worse. Step 2. Chew an aspirin, not swallow. According to Dr. Ferreira, if you have 100 milligram aspirin at home, chew it immediately. Don't swallow it whole. Let it dissolve in your mouth. Why? Because chewing allows faster absorption into the bloodstream, helping break down the clots that might be blocking your arteries. She explains that this simple act can reduce heart damage by up to 40%. A perfect example is Mrs. Maria Silva, 76, who lives alone. One morning, she felt unwell. She remembered Dr. Ferreira's advice from a health seminar, chewed an aspirin, and called for help. Doctors later confirmed her quick thinking saved her heart from serious damage. If you don't have aspirin, move to the next step. But if you have a history of heart issues, Dr. Ferreira advises keeping a box somewhere visible and accessible, like on top of the fridge. Note, if you're allergic to aspirin or have gastric ulcers, skip this step. Step 3. Call emergency services and clearly give your address. Dr. Ferreira warns that during a heart attack you might lose consciousness quickly, so the very first thing you must do is say your full address. For example, my name is Mateos Souza. I'm at number 23 on Atlantica Street in the Jardines neighborhood. I have chest pain and trouble breathing. Once you've said that, stay on the line and answer calmly. Don't exaggerate, but don't downplay either. Speak clearly and don't hang up. Step 4. Unlock the door and make the entrance accessible. One of the most overlooked steps, according to Dr. Ferreira. If paramedics arrive and your door is locked, they'll waste precious minutes trying to get in. If you use a code lock, write the code on a large piece of paper and stick it to the door. If it's a physical key, leave it somewhere visible, like under the doormat or in a flower pot. And don't worry about thieves. Your life matters more than anything in your home. Step 5. Recline at a 45-degree angle and elevate your legs slightly. Dr. Ferreira explains that lying down flat can cause fluid buildup in the lungs, while sitting straight forces your heart to work harder. Instead, lean back at about 45 degrees, supported by a chair or couch, and, if possible, elevate your legs with a pillow or cushion. This position helps blood flow to the brain and heart without putting strain on your lungs. Step 6. Send a quick text to your loved ones, but don't make calls. Talking on the phone requires energy and breath, something you need to conserve. Dr. Ferreira recommends sending a brief, clear message. I'm having symptoms of a heart attack. I've called emergency services. I'm going to the hospital. Don't worry, meet me there. Send it to 2 or 3 people, not just one, to ensure someone sees it quickly. Step 7. Control your breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6. This breathing pattern helps reduce cardiac stress and keeps oxygen flowing, Dr. Ferreira says. Inhale deeply through your nose while counting to 4. Then exhale slowly through your mouth while counting to 6. Use your belly, not just your chest, to breathe. If possible, make a soft sound as you exhale. This keeps your breathing slow and controlled. Step 8. Press your wrist and cough 3 times. This final step is less known, but Dr. Ferreira says it can help stabilize your heart rhythm momentarily. With your thumb, press firmly on your inner wrist where you feel your pulse, and at the same time, cough forcefully 3 times in a row. Why? The cough creates chest pressure that helps circulate blood. The wrist pressure helps regulate your pulse. It won't replace medical care, but it might buy you a few extra minutes. And sometimes, those minutes are the difference between life and death. Mr. Jawal followed all 8 of Dr. Ferreira's steps with total precision. He didn't hesitate, didn't panic. He acted like someone who had been prepared. And that's the message Dr. Ferreira wants everyone to understand. Preparation saves lives. Because when seconds count, knowing what to do can mean everything. 14 minutes after calling emergency services, the ambulance finally arrived. They found him calm, conscious, and in the right position. Months later, his heart is working perfectly, and his story has already saved others who watched this very video. Now it's your turn. What you're about to learn could literally save your life or someone you love. And this isn't just theory. These are real, practical steps recommended by Dr. Sandra Ferreira, a cardiologist with 18 years of experience and thousands of patients. Let's walk through them together. If you ever find yourself alone and suspect you're having a heart attack, you need to know what to do immediately. But even more powerful than reacting in the moment is being prepared before it happens. Because even if you know what to do, wouldn't it be better to never need to use that knowledge? And the good news is that's absolutely possible. According to Dr. Ferreira, she's met hundreds of people over 80 who've never had a heart attack. And they all had 3 simple things in common, what she calls the golden habits. Yellow golden habit number 1. Walk 30 minutes every day. No need to run, no gym membership required. Just walk. Consistency matters more than speed. She tells the story of Mr. Adan Costa, 82, from Toluca, Mexico. For 25 years, he's walked in the park every morning at 6 a.m., rain or shine. He says, "My body asks for it. It tells me to go." His latest checkup showed his heart functions like that of a 60-year-old. His secret? Just walking daily. Yellow golden habit number 2. Cut back on salt. Salt is one of the heart's most silent enemies. It raises blood pressure, hardens arteries, and increases your risk of a heart attack. The truth is, most of us consume way more salt than we should, especially from processed foods, deli meats, canned soups, industrial breads, and frozen meals. Instead, load up on fruits, vegetables, legumes, and natural foods. Dr. Ferreira shared the story of Dona Rosalina, 79. She told her, "At first the food tasted bland, but after a month my taste buds adjusted. Now salty food makes me thirsty and nauseous. My blood pressure has been stable ever since." Yellow golden habit number 3. Stop smoking and drinking. Don't fall for the trap of thinking it's too late. Dr. Ferreira says she's heard it dozens of times. "I'm already 70. Why quit now?" But every time she replies the same. Because your body still wants to heal, and it can. Just like Mr. Carlos, who quit smoking at 70 after 5 decades. Within 6 months, he could breathe better, sleep better, and even climb stairs without getting winded. It's never too late to change. Your body always appreciates the effort. And if you take medication for blood pressure, cholesterol, or diabetes, never stop on your own. Those meds are protecting your heart. If you feel you don't need them anymore, talk to your doctor first, but don't make that decision alone. And please, do one heart checkup a year. A simple ECG, blood test, and echocardiogram can spot issues before they become emergencies. Now, let's lock in the essentials. Warning signs of a heart attack. Pressure or heaviness in the center of your chest, pain that radiates to your arm, neck, or jaw, fatigue for no clear reason, shortness of breath and cold sweats, dizziness, nausea or vomiting,